Okay, what's up, traders? Yeah, as I said, welcome to the Hydra funding giveaway. We're going to give away a free futures account. I want to get Diwa on, the CEO of Hydra Funding, to speak about the rules, their new launch of the challenges. But yeah, appreciate you guys joining in, tuning in. Again, I'm going to put the link to the free giveaway over here in a minute. You guys will have to obviously put your names over there, and then we'll do a random draw. Yeah, okay, I'll put it in the chat right now. So make sure to literally just going to speak about that, the new Hydra challenges, and there we go. Put your name in that Google document, and then I will take the names, put it into a lucky draw, and you guys can be the winner of that. So I have put it over there on stream. I'll put the link over there. Okay, so you should be able to get that. But yeah, how's everyone's day been? We've been in I haven't taken any trades, but been pretty choppy on stream. Zach's still streaming on ASFX TV. But yeah, been pretty choppy at the moment. We are taking the highs. This is the NASDAQ of the opening range, but super choppy, back and forth at the moment. So nothing there right now. But I have put the link, the Google Drive link over there. So make sure to go check that out. Put your name in, and you will have a chance to win. Literally just going to speak about the giveaway, and then we'll go from there. It won't be too long. Don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. But yeah, let's speak about the Hydra funding future. So basically, it's going to be a 4-step challenge, right? So essentially, every single phase you got a chance to make money on. If you want to use the code JB, you can on these two. But basically, phase 1 target, you got to make 9%, and your payout can be $500. Let's go to a 50K account. You can get paid from the first phase. So essentially 4 phases, 9% each, and then you can look to go to live. But basically, really, really solid. 5% end of day trailing drawdown, 9% targets for each phase, and you can get paid in every single phase. So we'll wait for DY to come through, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I hope you guys' day has been good so far. As I said, there is the giveaway. You just put your name in the document over there, and then we'll go from there. Get the circle of names up, and yeah, just keep it simple. Just talk about the product, and then you guys can get about your day. Go back to ASFX TV. Perfect. Let's do this. Let's go like this. Get the circle of names up for you guys as we wait for DY to come in to the trading room. There you go. Wheel of names. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Smash the like if you guys. And again, our stream live every single day on ASFX TV. Yeah, if you guys know, I've just come from there. So ASFX TV, link in my bio. You can always get everything you need to know about me. It's all there. So make sure to check everything there as well. Okay, cool. We've got DY here in the background. Perfect. Let's bring him on. What's up, DY?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on stream, James. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. I think it's coming through the different mic, though.
It's not coming through this?
No, it's not coming through that. Damn. Can't hear your voice properly.
Let me see.
So check the settings there.
I'm not sure, man. But is the sound okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just not crisp like for our podcast on
yeah. Hydra. I was like, I just reset up my whole thing today. Let me see is this any better?
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Yes, that's better? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Thanks for having me on stream, man. Got some exciting stuff to talk about today for those of you guys that don't know. Firstly, thanks for tuning in, anybody that's here today. I think James has already talked about the topic a little bit. We're very excited to bring futures here, finally on Hydra. I know we've been talking about it for a while. I think maybe it was like a month ago that we first started talking about it on the channel, on YouTube and stuff like that.
Correct.
But we're finally live as of, I think, a week ago.
Nice. So let's just talk about the games. Yeah. So maybe just speak a little bit about the product. I was waiting for the guys to put their names in. Basically, 4 phases before live, but 4 phases, and you can get paid from day one, right?
Yeah. So I can't see the participants. So let's talk about the giveaway first. Firstly, thank you guys for joining today's stream. We are going to give away one 25K Futures Challenge account to a lucky winner at the end of the stream. So if you want to win, make sure you stay till the end. It's not going to be a very long stream. I'm not here to take up a bunch of your time. Just want to run this through to you guys, explain, maybe answer some questions for those of you that have some, because our futures plan is a little bit different than what you're used to out there. We've created a whole different category of product here. And I'm taking this also as a chance to collect some feedback from those of you who are here. I'm assuming you either already trade futures or are very interested in trading futures. So thanks for tuning in, first of all. And secondly, please don't hesitate to drop any questions that you have. James, if there are questions, just let me know. And we can get right into it. And then at the end of the stream, we will pick one winner. We will be picking from people that have engaged, that are asking, coming back and forth. So don't be a stranger. Ask questions, engage, tell me the product is great, tell me the product sucks, be honest. I'm here to take feedback as well. So the main thing about our futures plan is, I think James has already kind of shown you on this page. If you go to hydrafunding.io/futures, I can actually share my screen here so that we have a little bit of a larger, because James is on the Hydra backend dashboard. I will show you guys the front end page and just give you guys a quick run through about why our 4-phase challenge is actually so special. We're doing the first ever 4-phase challenge, or the first ever futures challenge, where you get paid starting from phase 1. All right. That's the big difference that you have to know. I think a lot of the rules that we have within our futures challenge, stuff like a trailing drawdown based on your end of day balance, I think that's fairly standard throughout all of futures, right? There's a lot of things that are fairly standard. The things that stand out are, number one, we have a much higher max overall loss than most of the futures firms out there. I believe a lot of the futures firms out there are selling 3% max drawdowns. You can correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, if there's futures firms that are doing more, please let me know. But as far as I know, the benchmark really is around that 3% max drawdown. We have double that at 6% max daily drawdown and a 5% daily max loss. So the account essentially plays 2x bigger. So, any Hydra 50K account, 100K account is going to be essentially 2 times more margin of error to work with, AKA 2 times more liquid than any of the existing, standard futures plans out there. Our profit target ratio is also going to be lower. A lot of the existing ones are, I think, a 1-to-2 ratio. I'm seeing a lot of like 3% max DD and then a 6% profit target. So that's a 1-to-2 ratio. So you can see that, on the Hydra side, we have a 6-to-9. So that's a 2-to-3 ratio, right? So 6% to make 9%. You have 2 units to make 3. So that, again, is going to be more in favor of the trader. We have a consistency rule, I think, is also pretty standard across futures firms. And the main thing that I want to talk about today, and the biggest difference between this, is obviously when you hear 4-phase, you're like, what the hell? What is going on? Have they lost their minds? Who wants to trade 4 phases, right? Like no one wants to pass 4 times. But if you look a little bit closer, guys, every single phase you pass, you actually get paid out. So let's just, because the numbers are going to be easier to work with on a 100K account, we're just going to take the 100K account as an example, right? So the 100K account, currently you're paying $10.85 before any discounts, which, by the way, James has a 20% off discount code for all first-time users. So if it's your first time purchasing, you want to try out futures, this is going to be about $800, okay? But for the sake of argument, let's just say it's $1,000, easy math. Phase 1, you pass, you get paid $2,000. All right, that's immediately a 1-to-2 RR for just passing 1 phase, and you get rewarded immediately. This is one of the things that we wanted to test, because we've seen that in the market, instant funding has become popular. That's been an option that a lot of traders like to go for, right? They want to, most people don't want to waste time trading the challenge phase. You want to get to making money immediately, and you want to know whether you can take home some of that money, right? Because you're still putting in that effort and that time on the charts. You're still risking your mental capital, right? Even though the actual, money capital is not yours, you're still spending time, energy, and to get a reward is what everyone is here for. Everyone wants to get paid. So our thinking and our idea here is, why not give it to traders earlier? Why not get it faster? And we took a long time to come up with this model, but it's actually, I think, sits between instant funding and your traditional challenge phase, like past two phases in order to get funded, or even your single phase, pass once to get funded. Because the first time, when immediately when you start trading, it doesn't count technically, because you basically get to hit the reset button. You have to hit the reset button once you pass. So we're removing all this. The minute you pass your phase one, you get paid 2x your challenge fee, right? So you can think about it as, you can firstly immediately get a refund plus $1,000 on top of it, plus 1 time of your challenge fee on top of it, of which it's basically a free retry. So even if you try it again and you fail, you're still break even, which I think as a value proposition for a lot of traders is very strong, because a lot of traders have probably been in the situation of passing one phase, but then not passing the second. That's what happened to me when I first started trading these 2-phase things. I think I passed like 2 in a row, one phase, and then failed the phase 2 times in a row. And it was really disheartening, because I just felt like I wasted my time. And that was two plus months of trading. So we want the reward up front. We're giving the reward up front, and we're continuously leveling up the amount of reward that you get, right? So if you look at the phase 2 payout, you get $3,000 for passing phase 2. And then the phase 3 payout, you get another $3,000. And if you pass phase 4, you get paid out $6,000 on the 100K accounts. So all in a 100K plan, if you pass all 4 phases and you actually get to the funded stage, which is not going to be easy, all right? This is like passing 4 single phase challenges almost, right? But if you do get through, you're not just chasing the pipe dream of, oh, like if I finally make it funded, I'm going to get paid, right? You're getting paid from the first day. The first day, the stakes matter. And I can tell you that psychologically speaking, it's going to be a different game trading phase 1, because you know that you are liable to get paid after you complete it. The psychology is going to be different. The way that you approach the challenge is going to be different, because there's actually real money on the line. It's not just if I fail, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Because if you pass, there's a reward. So that's another thing that I think is actually interesting. I think it's what makes instant funding so attractive to a lot of traders these days. They want that immediate reward. They don't want to waste time, right? They're okay with paying a higher price to immediately get the potential risk reward, which is what we've positioned here. So your immediate risk reward on phase 1 is a 1 to 2. Essentially, you just need to pass 1 phase and you get paid 2x your buy-in, which I think from a trader perspective, I personally really, really like, because that makes it more real from day 1. So yeah, that's kind of the main gist of things. I've done a podcast episode with James talking about this. That's going to drop on the Hydra YouTube channel very soon.
Yeah.
James, do you have any questions?
So just 2 questions, and then 2 questions, and then we'll get into the giveaway. Let the guys go about their day. But basically, first of all, what platforms are you guys offering for the futures?
Currently, everything is traded on Rhythmic.
Okay, perfect. So that's the first.
And everything is included. The data feed, like everything is. There's brilliant. No extra hidden charges, nothing like that. Everything's included.
Okay, brilliant. And then the second one is, what does the 60 days minimum mean?
60-day minimum means you have to maximum, right? 60 days the maximum.
Maximum. Sorry,
yeah. Maximum. The min max. So your minimum trading days is 4, and then your maximum trading days is 60. So you have to complete a single phase in 60 days. Okay, so that's just the time window that you have to work with, which I think is fairly reasonable.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Let's. I'll give you guys one more, chance to put your name in the live stream, in the giveaway.
Put your name in there.
Yeah.
We can choose a winner, and then James, you guys on your side can follow up with who's the winner. Give us the email address, and then we'll go ahead and issue that account.
Brilliant. And if you guys can just DM me on Instagram or Twitter, obviously I will have to get the details through to the guys. So give me one last chance, and then we'll go in there. So one last chance, and then we'll take it from there. Difference between futures and CFDs, honestly, not much. You can still trade the same thing. It's just the type of contract that you're trading it as, Connor. Go. I'll let you guys go do your research in the background on that. So, yeah.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do the giveaway. Let's get it going. I've got your names here. Perfect. There's 15 names in here. I know there's more people on here. So I'll give you 10 more seconds to get it in. And then I am going to be doing
good chance to win, guys. It's a good chance to win a 25K account.
Yep. Okay, copy there. Let's do the list of names here. Perfect. Let's get it up here like this, like we at the casino. And we'll spin it.
What are we doing? Show me. Oh, nice. I like it.
Perfect. Emma, you can Nelson, you can message me on Twitter or Instagram, wherever you want, and then I'll get the details.
Quick instructions. You have to make sure you register for a Hydra funding account so that we can issue it. So if you haven't done that already, create your Hydra funding account first from our website, then tell James the email basically, and then he'll send it over to our team and your account will be issued directly. If you have any problems, let James know and our team will be right on it.
100%.
Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Thanks, TY. I appreciate it as always. And if you've got any more questions, let me know. We'll chat on online.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cheers, guys.
Perfect. Catch you guys later. See ya.